Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here today to work on one of the pages in the journal we're working on. The Medieval Mirage, the one for Eva. So I am using some matte medium and some lace tissue paper, just tissue paper that I have. And I think I'm going to tear a piece of this off first so I've got room here. Okay, and there's these fold lines that I'm not super crazy about. So I'm going to crumple this up so that hopefully it will make those fold lines not so obvious. Because even sometimes when you like Mod Podge them down and stuff, you can still kind of see that for whatever reason. I mean, obviously the Mod Podge helps because it gets it wet and everything, but... Alright, so there's that. And we're just going to tear a piece that's, you know, fairly close to the size of the page. And I'm sorry, I don't remember where I got this. It may have been the dollar store. It was a while back, so I don't know if you can find it anymore, but just use what you've got, or something that you like better, or whatever. Some of you may even have this, because I know I've seen like Gail use it and stuff. I think it was pretty readily available for a while. Sorry, I was trying to think how I wanted to just take a little bit off of this. Maybe. See, this works entirely different than actual paper. Okay, so I have that piece. I'm just going to decoupage that down. And I think I'm just going to put a little matte medium there. I'm not really used to matte medium yet. It's a little bit thinner, and it's fabulous because it doesn't stink. But it's just different than glue and water or Mod Podge. But I love it because it dries matte, which I guess obviously is why they call it matte medium, but it definitely works. And even if this doesn't lay completely flat, I'm fine with it. It doesn't have to be all smoothed out of wrinkles, I guess is what I'm saying. And it doesn't have to be perfectly placed. I think what I think about a lot with junk journals, especially when I do kind of collage-y type pages, is if somebody just came and set a bunch of stuff down, or stuff was sitting for years or something, and you know, other stuff got stacked on top of it, or I don't know, that type of thing is kind of the way I think about junk journals. How you would just find it or something. And I can't remember who it was mentioning, I was watching a video last night, and they were saying how much junk journals have changed from being junk, you know, because that's originally how they started. It was literally like junk mail and stuff like that, and now we call junk journals these beautiful pieces of artwork, essentially. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. I'm going to go dry this and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all dry. Nice and dry, both sides, so that's good. And then I have one of Denise at Wondubar Crafts, one of her avocado dyed guest checks. I'm actually going to go, I think I'll use change my mind, I'm going to use my little brush to do this back here, just to get some definition on those edges. And this is just tea dyed paper. And I know there's loads of people that sell that on Etsy, or you know, you can make your own. I can barely manage to dye enough for myself, or I would put it on my Etsy. Oh, and I want to tell you guys, if you do make videos that I usually watch, I am really trying to keep up. have my time becomes less and less for watching videos, which, you know, that's a good thing. I like being busy and doing stuff. It's just that I feel bad because I can't always watch all the videos that my design team does. Like, I try to watch the ones they do for my design team stuff, but sometimes I have trouble getting to their other videos, and I apologize. I watch, a lot of times I watch at night, and I do watch, but I don't comment. And I usually only get to watch like a half an hour, 45 minutes before I just can't stay awake anymore. So, but I really am, you know, trying to do that. It just may not happen the day you put it out, or even a couple days, I guess. But anyway, okay, so you need 2 circles that are cut the same size, and I didn't come up with this. I can't remember if it was Wendy's Journal Adventure or who, but it's those round pockets, you know, that you put like a round tag in. So you need 2 that are the same size. I don't know why I didn't ink this. And then one that's just a little bit smaller, and I'm hoping this one's small enough. I might have to cut it a little bit smaller. But anyway, and I'm going to do the guest check too. But yeah, so I really do try to watch videos. Just, struggling. I just go all day, and then when I do go to bed, I just crash out. Alright. So I think we're going to put that like kind of in the center of the guest check. I need to cut this, so I need my cutter, which is downstairs, huh? Why do I keep doing that? I keep leaving it downstairs and then I don't have it. Let me use my scoreboard cutter. Since Denise so nicely sent me all kinds of blades, I should use it. It's just kind of big for on camera. So I'm going to cut this one in half the best I can. And I know you probably can't see, that's the problem, because this thing is gigantic, so it's a little tricky. I'm trying to figure out which part I want. This is right side up, so maybe not. And I didn't get completely in half. It's a little more than half, but it's fine either way. Alright. And then we can do some stamping here. I'm trying to think if I wanna, I don't want to lose my dragonfly, you know. But I think you'll get the idea that it's a dragonfly like that. This is from the collage page that we made in the last video, so if you're wondering what in the world that is, that's what it is. I used some of Denise's paper and some medieval Mirage and music paper and all kinds of stuff, so I'm going to use my Tim Holtz stamps, the script, and this one's called Ledger Script, if you're not sure. And I'm just going to kind of get all over this. But I'm not doing super dark, you know, I'm not getting the whole stamp. I'm just doing little bits of it. And I mostly kind of want to get around the edges. That should be good. I'll wash that off later. Oh, it's all over my hands. So I'm going to put a notch in this with my circle punch. that like that'll work. And then I have to very carefully glue a very thin bead of glue around the bottom of that. Because I may have cut my other circle too big, but we'll see. Got too close out there. I should have just cut that circle smaller because I want this to stay, obviously. Alright, so I want a little bit of that'll work. It works. We're just going to let that dry though. I feel like this needs something. So let us see what it needs. Like maybe some flour. This flour. Let's try. I'm just going to kind of fussy tear it. I'm not going to torture you guys with cutting. I probably won't be able to get all of it. And I don't want to lose that dragonfly, so I'm going to kind of cheat there. And again, this is Denise's friendship. Why can't I remember the name of this? Spring Blooms Friendship. I don't know why I struggle with that. It's crazy, crazy brain. Just kind of trying to see what parts are going to get covered and how. I don't know if that's going to work. It's always hard to tell before you do it. So maybe we'll just do it and then we'll worry about it. Okay, let me get some ink around this. A lot of it's going to get cut off. But if we don't try, we never know, right? And it's paper, and if I have to, I can just toss it and start over. What would be cool is to do it on transparency paper. But I did not do that, so. Put my pin back in there before I forget. I didn't even go dump out my water from decoupaging that on. Doing good today. Some days, or actually most, I should say. It's probably not just some with me. Okay, let's see if I can do this without destroying anything. I kind of want to come up, but I don't want to cover everything on the guest check, you know what I mean? Yeah, this may have been a bad idea. Let's see. Let me get some of that glue off of there so that I don't totally destroy my scissors, even though they're pretty much destroyed. Would have been better to cut that out. That would work if I put that down there a little bit further. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. Glue strings. That circle fits pretty darn good right there. Just have the old school circle cutters, but they work great because you can do, you know, variations in sizes. And from Creative Memories, I've just had them forever, and I love the way they work, so that's why I don't buy anything else. Plus, who wants to spend the money if they don't have to? Alright, so that will go in there. Okay, I thought I glued it shut for a second. Is it going to go in there? It went in fine, but that was, of course, before it dried. Just needs to be wiggled around in there. Alright, so we can put a little something more on our card here, I think. I don't know if this bird would fit, but that would be kind of cool. It's a little too big. I don't want stuff hanging off, obviously, because we can barely get it in the pocket as it is. That butterfly's huge. Smaller butterfly. I have everything in the way of my light today. I noticed that when I did that video yesterday. That one's too matchy, I think. That one's wow. Just a little bit bigger. I kind of like the size of this one because I can still see the writing on the music and stuff, so I think I'm going to go with that one. I like it. Okay. Look at this. If we do them near the top a little bit, you might be able to kind of see them. Don't want his wings hanging off though. Alright, so that's going to go in there. And I think I just made it a tiny bit snug. And then I was thinking a belly band. So just gluing at the top and the bottom. The only thing that's concerning me is there's that flap. So I think I'm going to put something back here to make sure that this perforation doesn't come undone, because that would be kind of a disaster. So let's see, let's use, sorry, crash. And this is just that manila paper, drawing paper. And I get it on Amazon. I'll try to remember to link it below. And then we'll need to make some kind of journaling card to go in, you know, behind this kind of thing. Scoot it. This perforation is fine because we glued down that other piece of paper, but that one up at the top, I was just worried if you just glued that down and stuff was going in and out, eventually it would just come right off of there and that wouldn't be fun. So, oops. Yeah, I always forget about those round tag things, and I like them a lot, and I just forget to use them. They're fun. I think that was Wendy's Journal Adventure, I'm pretty sure. Is good. So let's get a piece of our book that we, you know, get from the glue books, and I'll get it to the right size. This one's not glued together totally. And I'll stitch around it too once I get it done, so, because sometimes if they don't have enough glue, they just come apart like that. Because you're just, you know, getting little lines of glue when you're gluing things together. Sometimes it doesn't hold it all the way. Put that in there. I'm going to move this out of the way while it's just drying and we're doing this. So I'm just kind of tearing some of it down so it's not quite as big. I like the torn edge though. This one might be a little extreme, but I'm just holding it up to my the guest check there. I just have to get a corner off like that. Alright, so let's collage on that, and we'll use some of the lovely papers from Medieval Mirage and Denise, and whatever little scrappy things I have here that we can use, because I've got lots. It seems like I'm like, let's try to use up scraps, and then I end up making just more tiny scraps. Like, I just don't want all that, the dark. I mean, sometimes I like it, and other times I just don't, so it must be one of the I don't right now things. I don't know if I need more dragonflies necessarily, although he does look pretty cool on there. I'm not worried about the horse because that doesn't really go with what we're doing here. I like this purple better. So let's get that top edge. If I want to do that or if I want to do one of these. Now those ones are too tiny. I have this great big one like that. I think I like the dragonfly, so I'm gonna fussy cut this a little. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm just gonna. So got those long legs right there. So you can fast forward if you don't like cutting. But I had all my other things fussy cut out, but not these, because that wasn't originally what I was going to do, but I like the dragonfly, so it is what it is, right? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Again, I'm horrible at that. I don't know why. And I want to say hi to all the new subscribers and hi to all of my wonderful people that follow me all the time. You guys are all awesome. So kind and just wonderful. And I appreciate all of you. Kind of need to cut around these legs. They look weird if they're just in a block like that by his body. All right, thank you to whoever stuck with me through that. I know it's a little torturous. And this, but we need a little something there because I don't like seeing just the back half of the horse. I don't know, weird. Just weird like that. Could just kind of do this sort of thing. There's something I'm not loving about that edge. Is that one torn? It is, but I just don't like it. That's a little bit better. Just felt, I don't know, weird to me. I don't know if I need any more. Probably not. A piece of this. Maybe I'll do something like that. Okay, so let's get stuffing it. It's been a pretty quiet day. I've run to the post office and did all that this morning. Put a few things in coffee to color. I really do as little of that as possible. It's just not my favorite thing to do. But sometimes I just need, you know, something. I like to see how the stuff comes out when you coffee dye it because it's a little bit like a Christmas or something. You know, it's neat to see. I don't get the results that a lot of people get. Like some people get some really amazing stuff. Oh, Grammy's keepsakes. Oh, that just reminded me. I kept saying I would tell people that she does have that digi back on her, in her shop. The one with the coffee dye and all the lace that I've used in quite a few journals. It is on her website. So if you're looking for a digital download that has coffee dye with like lace designs and stuff, Grammy's Keepsakes is what it's called, and I'll try to remember to link that below. I'm starting to get so many things to link that I can't remember everything. And then inevitably the thing I forget is the thing that somebody's looking for. Oh, it's just hard to remember all that. And I have to, every time I do those links, you know, you got to go find that link and copy and paste it, which, I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. But when you have a whole bunch of them, you know, you're in and out and in and out and in and out trying to get all the links. But anyway, I just have trouble remembering because I've got a sieve for a brain. This one's getting way too sticky. So anyways, that's, but she does have it if you are looking for something like that. It's very pretty. But anyway, I never get results like that. Mine are always pretty boring. Oops, that was going to go under there, huh? The best one I ever got was from, believe it or not, a paper towel. That I got one of the best designs I ever got. And that was just after they were dipped and everything. I just set them on paper towels. And a really cool design came out. Yeah, so anyway. That's about it for me on the coffee dyeing. It must know it's not my favorite or something. Got glue everywhere on this one already. Gotta be gentle with these guys with their bodies and their legs, antenna and things. Oopsie, down. Okay, then I think I'm going to take, what did I do with it? One of my numbers for my Tim Holtz tickets. Maybe if I can get it out of here. I need a piece of old book page. Okay, just a little piece. Do I want this in black? I think I want it in black. Ooh, look, some doily jumped out of the bag. I think it needs to get on here somewhere. Okay. That's got enough. It's all coffee dyed or something. I think it's avocado dyed, but I don't know. It's all kinds of colored. Might have been one that I did way long time ago. I was coffee dyeing and I had a bunch of graph paper, and it kind of made everything in there an iridescent, weird purpley green color. It was crazy. It was the green from the graph paper that did that. I'm just going to kind of do my squishy thing. Okay, there is that on that side, and then we need something kind of, you know, that you can write on back there. I think what I will do is use this lighter colored paper from Denise that has, you can kind of barely see a dragonfly. Oh, you know, that side has my printer. Ugh. This down here looks good. So not the dragonfly, because my printer made weird lines. I think this side's better even. It's trying to make me crazy. Just want to cover up the words, you know. I don't mind the border there or anything. I'm probably going to meet up these two edges just so they strengthen each other a little bit. Oh, I forgot to ink around that. Let's do this first. Okay, so then that will get stitched around. And hopefully it'll fit in here. That would be bad. Barely, barely fits. Okay, so there's that one. And then what I wanted to do is make some tickets using that paper. If I can find, what did I do with it? Sorry, it's the rest of that collage sheet. Tissue out of the way. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to stitch that tag and I'll be right back. Okay, hi everybody. I'm such a ditz. I couldn't find that collage sheet because I had it over where I take pictures of my things to put on YouTube or whatever. I thought I was losing my mind. Anyway, I cut another little tag out of a piece of that. This is what's left of that collage sheet that we did yesterday. So I just am moving that little bit aside, but then I have my tickets, my Tim Holtz, what is this one called? Ticket booth. And the numbers on there. Look up a little closer. Alright, okay, so I thought we could make some tickets out of what's left of that. I thought that might be kind of fun because I have an idea that maybe we'll do the next time we get together. So I'm gonna use that. I don't know what I'm doing. I need brain help. Okay, so let me cut this off. And I need to glue this little bit down. I don't even know that that'll get used, but you know, I just want to make sure if I end up stamping on it and using it, I don't want it to be falling apart. Which sometimes at the edge of these you have to do because I don't know why they tend to do that sometimes where they don't stick good. Okay, so the first one I think I'll stamp up here at the top. I want one of these big tickets. So I'm just going to kind of scoot this here, put down my magnets wherever. I need a big enough space though, right, Amy? Jeez. So I don't want to just take part of the dragonfly. See, this is always the tricky part when I do these collage sheets. I have the worst time deciding how to do them. Okay, so a smaller ticket obviously is what's called for there. I just want a few big ones, but we can worry about that in a minute. Let's see, this one's too big too. Those ones are so tiny. I guess I could do the actual, like, ticket ones. They're going to be a little boring because there's not a whole lot going on up here, but I like that Tim Holtz, what do you call it, paper, the wallpaper. Alright, so let's try this. I haven't used this a whole lot. I forget I have it, but it is handy. Especially because I'm not always real talented with getting the whole imprint. I mean, it's fine for a lot of what I do, but you know, obviously something like this, I kind of want to see the whole design. And we're going to do it again because you can see there's texture in that Tim Holtz wallpaper. And, whoa, that would have been bad. It kind of shows up on that stamping, so I think that's why it doesn't get all the way. Okay, let's try it again. It probably would have been easier if I did it down lower, but it's fine. Still needs a little bit on that right here. I think I'm getting enough in that middle part. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, where else? I'll clean these off in a minute. Just setting them on that book. Okay, so I need some big ones, like, so I think I'm going to just take part of the dragonfly. Maybe we'll get, I don't want just wings. You know what, I have to turn this way. I cannot reach all the way over there. I stand at my desk when I craft, and I always do. It's not like I just have to do it for YouTube. I just have always liked to stand when I craft. I used to stand and paint, and I don't know, it's just, I feel like I have more sight or control over what I'm working on. I don't know. Probably help if I covered my glue so that it didn't dry out. Whoa, missed all kinds of stuff there, didn't I? Feel kind of bad chopping up the dragonfly, but we'll see how it turns out. Poor guy. I'm really happy that I decided to stamp these with this thing, because if I had not all those little spots, it's where the paper comes together. It's not wanting to do it. Just doesn't want to get on those spots. One more, and then I'll stop. Okay, well, I guess that's as good as that's gonna get. Those, you know, the lines where the collage is coming together just aren't gonna do it. I mean, they're not horrible. They just could be better. Okay, so we've got that part. What we need is, I'm looking for a piece of foam that I had. There it is. Because I don't want to just cut these out. I don't have the cutter. I know there's a cutter that you can get that cuts them out, but I don't have one. So what I'm going to do is perforate the edges along here. I'll try to do it with my book. I don't know if it'll work. I didn't think I was going to have time to do this one, so that's why I'm like totally not prepared here. Okay, so I'm going to just... How did they do that? I need to come up a little bit. And I'm just perforating all along the edge, and I'll probably just do this on one, and then I will do the rest off camera. Sorry, I don't know what's up. My phone is ding-donging and ding-donging. Okay, and then when you cut them out, here's my scissors. It usually works better if you have like two right on top, you know, like tickets would be. But we're just gonna do it like this. And it probably isn't gonna work super great with this because I did it. It's a lot thicker than when I've done it on just like one sheet of paper. This one doesn't want to do it, of course. But they'll, you know, they'll rip like they're perforated. I need my other hole punch. And then if you take a hole punch and do this part, I thought it was stuck. This look kind of weird, but a little less maybe. Then it makes like a ticket. Alright. And then I'll finish doing the same thing, you know, to the other ones, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with those. Alright, I hope you guys liked that video. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.